Fox 11 is on special assignment tonight. We're uncovering new details about the man accused of driving drunk and crashing into a Green Bay police officer. Some say the case highlights the need for stronger drunken driving laws in Wisconsin. Here's Fox 11's Robert Hornacek.
Green Bay police officer Tracy Liska was seriously injured on August 4th when she was pulling out of the Quick Trip parking lot on Lombardi Avenue and her car was hit by a Cadillac. Prosecutors say 25-year-old Ryan Rivard was behind the wheel of the Cadillac. According to the criminal complaint, an officer at the scene saw a beer can in Rivard's front passenger seat, smelled a strong odor of intoxicants on Rivard, and noted that Rivard's speech was very slow and somewhat slurred.
Rivard is now facing several charges, including injury by intoxicated use of a vehicle and his fourth OWI in the last 5 years. We wanted to know more about his prior convictions, so we scoured through court records and contacted local police agencies.
Rivard's first OWI came in June of 2008 when he was 20 years old. According to the Marinette County Sheriff's Department, Rivard was stopped for going 75 in a 55-mile-an-hour zone. The Sheriff's Department says Rivard's blood alcohol content was 0.15. The legal limit for drivers 21 and over is 0.08. Rivard was fined and his license was revoked. 1 year later, in July of 2009, Rivard was picked up by Green Bay police for speeding down Velp Avenue. According to the criminal complaint, his blood alcohol content was 0.163, more than double the legal driving limit. Rivard was fined again, his license was revoked for 1 year, and he was sentenced to 5 days in jail. Less than 1 year later, in March of 2010, Rivard was arrested again. This time not just for OWI, but also for hit and run. According to the criminal complaint in that case, Rivard crashed into a car on Cardinal Lane, causing it to roll over. Police say Rivard got out of the car and ran away from the scene. He was arrested a few minutes later. According to the complaint, a blood test later showed Rivard's blood alcohol level was 0.141. After pleading no contest to the charges, Rivard was sentenced to 90 days in jail, 18 months probation, and his license was revoked again.
And unfortunately, Robert, that kind of a story is not necessarily that unusual in Wisconsin. You do hear of these multiple arrests, multiple convictions, and yet the person continues on with that behavior.
Republican State Rep Jim Ott is pushing for stronger drunken driving laws in Wisconsin. The state assembly is considering 6 different bills focused mainly on repeat offenders and drivers with high blood alcohol levels. One bill would make third offense OWI a felony.
And I do understand that obviously someone who habitually drives drunk is got probably an addiction problem, a problem they should be dealing with, a problem that they're going to have to deal with. But nevertheless, you've got to do something to try to change behavior.
The effort is getting support from police and from the Tavern League.
When you see these repeat offenders continuing to put our community, ourselves, our families at risk, it just makes you scratch your head. What are we doing wrong?
I'm here to tell you that we support these changes.
But Captain Randy Schultz from the Brown County Sheriff's Department and Brown County Tavern League President Barry Fitzgerald do not agree on what to do with first-time offenders. Right now, Wisconsin is the only state where first offense OWI is not a crime.
It's just like getting a speeding ticket. Basically, much more expensive, but it's not a crime. And then we wonder why we end up with second, third, fourth, up to 10th.
We don't support impaired driving of any kind, but the toughening up should be on the repeat offender.
A committee is planning to hold a public hearing in Madison on Thursday to get input about some of those proposed changes in the state's drunken driving laws. Representative Ott says he knows all 6 bills will not pass, but he says he's hoping some of them do, and that stronger laws will lead to safer roads. For Fox 11 on special assignment, I'm Robert Hornacek.
Rivard could face up to 12 years in prison if he's convicted of all of the charges against him. His bond was set at $10,000 cash, and he's due in court later this month. Fox 11 contacted his attorney for comment, but she has not returned our call.